доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес, смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес, смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Светилки зажжем, корабельный сигнал, собрались мы, чтобы покорять мир. Заискриться без устал, вместе добьемся мы всех побед и изменений в пир. Так ставьте лайк и готовьте попкорн, скоро начнем, не упустите момент. Приключения ждут, глобус оберни, стрим серфа — это наш совет. Сплоченные вместе мы сила, мы смесь, корабль наш мчит вперед, словно стрелы. На волнах харизмы и дружба, свершения. Здесь вдохновение, смех и волшебство — наши цели. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес, смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Светилки зажжем, корабельный сигнал, собрались мы, чтобы покорять мир. Будем смеяться, искриться без устал, вместе добьемся мы всех побед и изменений в пир. Так ставьте лайк и готовьте попкорн, скоро начнем, не упустите момент. Приключения ждут, глобус оберни, стрим серфа — это наш совет. Сплощенные вместе мы сила, мы смесь, корабль наш мчит вперед, словно стрелы. На волнах харизмы и дружба, свершения. Здесь вдохновение, смех и волшебство — наши цели. Наши цели. Наши цели. Наши цели. Скоро в эфире, встречай нас, друзья. Много приключений ждет в этом ритме. Метки на наш корабль во мгле, в синеве по морю плывет, словно в сказке в мечте. Доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес, смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес, смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Светилки зажжем, корабельный сигнал, собрались мы, чтобы покорять мир. Будем смеяться, искриться без устал, вместе добьемся мы всех побед и изменений в пир. Так ставьте лайк и готовьте попкорн, скоро начнем, не упустите момент. Приключения ждут, глобус оберни, стрим серфа — это наш совет. Сплоченные вместе мы сила, мы смесь, корабль наш мчит вперед, словно стрелы. На волнах харизмы и дружба, свершения. Здесь вдохновение, смех и волшебство — наши цели. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес, смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Светилки зажжем, корабельный сигнал, собрались мы, чтобы покорять мир. Будем смеяться, искриться без устал, вместе добьемся мы всех побед и изменений в пир. Так ставьте лайк и готовьте попкорн, скоро начнем, не упустите момент. Приключения ждут, глобус оберни, стрим серфа — это наш совет. Сплощенные вместе мы сила, мы смесь, корабль наш мчит вперед, словно стрелы. На волнах харизмы и дружба, свершения. Здесь вдохновение, смех и волшебство — наши цели. Наши цели. Наши цели. Наши цели. Скоро в эфире, встречай нас, друзья. Много приключений ждет в этом ритме. Метки на наш корабль во мгле, в синеве по морю плывет, словно в сказке в мечте. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес. Смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес. Смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах. Светилки зажжем, корабельный сигнал. Собрались мы, чтобы покорять мир. Будем смеяться, искриться без устал. Вместе добьемся мы всех побед и изменений в пир. Так ставьте лайк и готовьте попкорн. Скоро начнем, не упустите момент. Приключения ждут, глобус заверни. Стрим серфа — это наш совет. Сплоченные вместе мы сила, мы сметь. Корабль наш мчит вперед, словно стрелы. На волнах харизмы и дружбы свершения. Здесь вдохновение, смех и волшебство — наши цели. Мечте доплыть к новым высотам. Нас ждет океан, полный чудес. Смех и азарт, вот союз, что раскроет все тайны, что скрыты в бескрайних небесах.
Так, я. Мы, как понял, в этот, не знаю, опять сегодня в Геншин. Вот. Смотрите. Ну, не знаю, блин. Это сколько будем это, сидеть в нем? Вот, ну, сейчас это посмотрим. Все. Ну, сейчас это точно. А там потом будет видно. Так, ну, я. Так. Пошлите этот входить через этот. Подойди, что он, блин. Я опять, конечно, ничего не, в основном не буду комментировать, потому что, ну, я понятия не имею. Честно, он по мне немножко местами тут это, как его. Ну, он так. сейчас будем ходить по ходу.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Честно.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so
Делаем.
guess we've gotta trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a break...
We'll do our part too. All right,
Он
we're
сам
going in.
Вот это
See you later.
не работает. Так, нам еще... Приходит походить. Еще у нас идет глава 2, да?
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost
Sure.
screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like
Поймем
that.
чуть-чуть. Там сюда нет. Понятно, что не есть.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Слушай, не проходит тот фон. На...
Your composure is more impressive still. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
Так,
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating! You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
блин.
Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Типа ее опять выпустили это, в окно. А типа зайти, как его, в дверь, как все люди, не? Нельзя? То есть это еще до сих пор это глава 2, да?
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Soci. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Soci. Oh,
То есть давайте
so
просто
the rumors I heard.
чувствовался, потому что
Are
ну,
they
я
true?
без понятия.
You know what? Forget it.
Что мне тут
I'm sure it's
комментировать?
complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated. having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy, too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Phew,
Опять
back
его, да?
inside.
Таким образом.
We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind.
Типа
As
он
I recall, our first meeting took
заходить
place not far from here.
Как его?
Ah, the
Дверь.
nostalgia. Had
Не
you
может,
already sensed
что
the
ли?
unique power within my lantern at that time? I
Почему
see.
именно вот так?
Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Видишь?
You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Canon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you.
И вот,
We sure ended up
знаете,
chatting for a
буквально,
while,
да,
huh?
по сути, Мы
Paimon's super tired now.
все время это сейчас
You know,
сидим
feels
и
like we
просто
can breathe
слушаем
easier
разговоры.
now that we know you better.
Говорю, вот такими тем,
I didn't take you for the cautious sort.
у нас
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret.
место
I'd prefer others not to know about my
битвы с
past unless
боссами,
strictly
бегать
necessary.
по
Nor do I want to attract more
бегать,
trouble on
эти
account of being a
красоты.
fae.
Знаете, то есть вместо того, чтобы нам в ближайшем будущем бегать, искать эти локации, брать боссов, каких-то качественных персонажей. Вот просто вот так будем сидеть и слушать текст. Вот, мне кажется, оно по-любому идет. Просто в самом начале, когда мы его проходим немцам, там все-то мало вот этих всех разговоров, прочего. Сейчас у меня, сколько у меня было этих стримов, и я, по сути, что только на только траве. В этом, край. То есть мне еще до конца тут долго сидеть, блин.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
Ужас. Одним
All
словом.
right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go
О,
get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
мы прошли с вами эту главу. То есть у нас теперь глава 3, да?
Strength is.
В смысле, подождите. Чё?
One of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime?
It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we
Странно, ладно.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be
Знаете,
no
вообще
end to
этого
this!
You
всё-
better give him up.
как его,
If
Флинс?
anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
Так, стоп. Так, подождите, что это?
What do you mean?
Так.
This is so confusing! What do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Listen now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to
Знаете, мне
escape
кажется,
from all
мы,
this talk of the wild hunt, or strange
так
ghosts and
просто.
phantoms. Who'd have
Оно,
guessed people like
знаете,
you
оно
would come
дело,
bursting
когда
in,
ты, допустим,
shrieking louder than any ghoul?
Кто-то
is a
еще
matter of
помимо
utmost importance.
игры делает.
We've got solid evidence.
Это одно.
All we need
Но
now
ты просто
is
вот
to
так
confront
сидишь,
Flint's face to face.
слушаешь, ну блин.
Exactly.
оно надо
You
кидать.
sure don't look like an impartial
Слушай.
party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now?
По мне,
How about
прям
this
сильно.
then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's... Oh?
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Ah!
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left.
Конечно, еще нет, да?
I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Those are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, go find a flea market.
Так. Вот чисто надежда.
Here's the thing.
Пошлите. Сейчас, вот мы, получается, я как, если я правильно понимаю, мы сейчас только с вами сейчас выйдем, ну, и у нас опять эти разговоры. Да? А, ну типа войти в другой дом, и там уже будут опять куча разговоров. Ну давайте, ванна сеть и слушайте шоу. Кучу всего.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
Huh. This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Ой, блин. Дайте тогда еще. Ну да, у меня что-то... У меня до сих пор еще идет это, глава 2. Ой, блин. Вот что мне вот тут комментировать, а? Вот сейчас я только в это вхожу. И опять эти разговоры, не? Ладно. Куда? Подождите. Ну ладно. Немного это можно с вами. Как его побегать. По крайней мере, хоть что-то. У нас. Так, можно. Открыть вот этот. Ух, там босс. Так, ну,
Running late again.
побежали.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Где? А. Блин, ну, можно было просто пойти.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Ну, сейчас эти будут.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Как его? Разговоры у нас снова.
Oh, no one's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
more! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rarir, we need to dive into Nodcry's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just kind of happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself! Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one. Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look, all these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
Я... Это и что? Это, извиняюсь, что я сижу, молчу, просто, блин, я буквально не понимаю, что мне комментировать, а? Я, наоборот, знаете, сижу, пытаюсь выникнуть более-менее смысл, потому что это, оно, знаете, если вот это, как бы, его, английский бы, язык бы знал бы и понимал бы его, если это хорошо, тогда да, но так как я, по сути, его, этот английский язык не знаю, мне приходится иногда просто вникать в смысл сюжета, хотя бы более-менее понять, о чем идет речь. Ну, блин, а компилировать я просто без понятия, вообще, что тут может. Поэтому я в основном сейчас сижу, просто молчу.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Oh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire.
Так что... Так, пушка включилась, скорее всего, после того, как мы покинули наш город и готова выстрелить.
It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
В принципе, можно. Ну тогда вообще ничего не будет понятно. А ну, типа, это вообще вот так, типа?
That's gotta be Rerir's doing.
Тоже будет долго.
Why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
Так, я хотя бы, знаешь...
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met.
Понимаю здесь. Но если начну их это пропускать, то я вообще ничего.
If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
Ну, по мне как много лишнего еще сделано.
There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Я допустим еще долго.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
Силу, которую не может контролировать.
But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
Ну, что там?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have—
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask, see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my core.
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
И вот так. Так. И вот. Какой труп. Кажется.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning.
То есть он... То есть типа бля... Тут дикая охота, бездна, типа... Часть... Вот эти частички. Его? Чё?
While that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
I bet the crop's back in the or-
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Хаос, да? Начинается.
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing.
В принципе, так и есть, по сути. Любой хаос сможет спрятать любые.
Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be—
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in. What?
I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Типа, слушай, она прицепится ей, и типа, да?
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would she go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Прекратить выстрел из пушки. То есть, говоря, вот эти Пайман, Юмин, Фринж, типа, они хоть там, куда должны быть выстрелить это оружие. Плохо.
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Опа. Подождите. То есть, типа, нам буквально переключают с главного героя на нее? Ну, кстати, вот это неплохо. Вообще, это класс. Азия. Вместо того, чтобы сидеть, это выслушивать кучу всего.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair. unjust that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we? Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone!
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on
Я сейчас
ourselves.
стоп, я понятно понимаю. А если все будут идти за мной?
I always knew something was off about you. You're actually some abyssal creature, aren't you?
Time to teach you a lesson you won't forget.
А ну пошли.
Please, calm down. They are clearly innocent.
Thank you.
Слушайте, а неплохо.
You mind your own business.
Стоп. Стирайтесь.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction.
Типа, то есть я...
The choice has always
Да
been
нихуя,
yours to make,
как
and
его...
it remains so, even now.
Монстр? Там считаю, типа, что?
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enougha, give her a crunkake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me.
Меня.
I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another.
Так, стоп, я не... Стоп. Так, мы... друг друга.
Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us.
Так, стоп.
Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Ну, кстати, вот сейчас были мне даже интересно бы. Сюжет.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up.
Опа, подать. А вот а нельзя было как-нибудь с самого начала вот делать вот так, а? Почему я должен был до этого момента выслушать кучу всего?
Accelerating.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
В смысле, погоди, а что мне? Что же это? Заново, да? Ну да.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
А, после кнопку нажимать.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Не, вот сейчас мне больше нравится сюжет, чем был до этого.
Flash attack!
Yeah. Ultimatum protocol.
Не, он сейчас...
Defensive mode engaged.
То есть, типа, я должен был кучу всего выслать, чтобы сейчас вообще что-то делать, да? Блин.
Preparing for dust
Ну
up.
ладно.
Yeah. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Чтоб тело инфа нужно.
Scanning.
Сохраняю.
Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded.
Заряжено.
Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Проходит финальный перед.
Aw, alright, let's hit the emergency
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that.
Ну вот сейчас тоже плохо.
We are out of time.
То есть я съел. Суть во всем. Вот сейчас смотрите вот это. Нельзя было это сразу, а? Как-то...
Perhaps you're right.
Зайти.
Why aren't you running?
Разговор, а?
Sigisato passa sax, intili potutos. In necritus necrus baptusi, canis omnes tu solos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur resurcu, topirtu aetion feratum.
А вот его фильм что за сила пошел? Похоже, вот кого-то это как Луна. Ты все равно попала, да? Ни хрена себе. У нас это Нефа, его как это зовут? Он, да, он правильно, это и я. Вот, кстати, я бы взял на нас по-другому. О, нифига себе. Я типа взял, чтобы мужская пушка развернула это, да? И выстрел был, ну, типа, пушку квадратию, и она, допустим, выстреливает в какую-нибудь эту локацию, которая, типа, якобы это находилась у нас по типу вот там в Антейн, не вы и на зуме, то типа туда, допустим, якобы выстрела у нас, да? Там типа как будто нам надо было идти по сюжету. То есть ну, по метру неплохо, просто они его подкнули, и она пропала. И у нас сейчас это, вот, да? Не?
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Так, теперь что он...
Verifany, Rhine-daughter! Flinders! Flinders!
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly in you. You matter not. Nor does anything in this world. None of it matters to me! Fools. Time to die!
Сейчас у нас, я понял, бой, да?
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, how laughable that you should die for their sake.
Это кто еще?
You're wrong.
Опа, на! Сандалана?
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Сейчас тоже неплохо. Я бы сказал. Просто тогда вот все эти, слушай, кучу диалогов, ты прям туда вникнуть.
No, wait! This isn't over!
А что сейчас было? Они просто исчезли?
We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam.
Как бы ничего, что тут что Фатуи? Хотя по идее, именно и так, по сути. С этими фатуями, это, так сказать, нормально.
The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina!
Вот сейчас работает, это интересно. То есть, да вот вашу сосед, ну вот эта штука. Вот сейчас прям класс. Смотри, вот эта фраза Колумбина. Зачем ты это сделала? А, в смысле, блядь, жизнь пошла, раз нет?
I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided?
События секунд. Не понял. К чему? Именно, что это Европа.
I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues.
К этому она мне это немножко грубая.
There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Стоп теперь. Так, стоп теперь.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
Так.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves.
So. Нормально, подождите. Попасть в его руки, да, и вы казались мне существенно помощь. Нормально. То есть, грубо говоря, если бы это у главного героя не было бы этой, как его, вот этой луны, то мы бы там погибли, да? То есть она бы не пришла бы это спасать нас. Класс. Ну, спасибо. Что можно сказать?
And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as much as I could do.
Нормально.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
Подождите, в смысле снова? А где он? Пойти, где это он по сюжету у нас был? А? Что-то я такого не помню, что он где-то был по сюжету. У нас, что мы типа с ним дались, ну, по крайней мере, позволил память такое ощущение, когда мы его знаем.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now, at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power, so we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.
Ну, спасибо. Хотя, по сути, зачем благодарить? Если, как бы... Я понял, ей, по сути, плевать на главного героя. Если бы не... Луна, это внутри нас.
My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Так, смысл, у нее не так много времени. Это на что? Стоп. То есть, типа, в главе... Типа, то есть, получается, глава 2 делится на две главы, да? Ну, просто обычно, как я понимаю, вот это вот дают вот это в самом конце.
My parents always say.
У нас.
No matter how busy life gets.
Так, и куда нам идти? Сюда мы посидим. Тут прошло буквально, знаешь, так несколько минут. А типа уже все прям целое, все у вас навели? Быстро они.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Raher of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious cuckoosaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with cuckoosaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
Так надо было подумать. Перед чем что-то делать,
He
нет?
said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment.
Момент.
If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation?
Уволиться, да?
Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my canon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. Ugh, you know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
Это...
That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies.
Тоже не надо.
Don't let this get you down, I know.
Тупо.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me? There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
Пошлите.
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the slowly. Gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too.
Сейчас, стоп.
Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals. But we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Care to explain?
Так, стоп, мне сейчас пойму.
Okay.
Окей, хорошо.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites.
Ой, сейчас, секунду.
Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Что там?
Hey, it's Lanatar! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Так, что поедешь и... Так, пойти, мне надо поговорить. Он еще...
Mina! What are you doing here?
Пойти, глянь, что ты делаешь, Кабин? Что ты делаешь?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Sandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease.
И Камин?
However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Так что...
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
Я вообще понятия не имею, кто это такой.
I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino,
Командует Рекиной. Она.
was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Что там? Конец условия этой главы.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are.
Так,
I
я,
forgot
конечно,
to introduce
не знаю,
myself.
кто это у нас? Это как его? Валка, да?
The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas,
Да?
and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Фавония, магический орден Фавония.
Did that grow out of the ground?
Так. О! Ты? Так, и у нас сейчас получается глава 3. Да, и нам сейчас раз, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 миллионов, да? Так, А теперь мы уже задание. Блин. Что же тут нужно делать? Просто я смотрел, что вводит типа еще что про как его сюжет, то есть стоит что попасть. Либо на болот. Все это найду. Ну, делаем сейчас вот сюда. В этом в любом случае с вами. Подождите. Блин, я не хотел, что телепортироваться. Ну ладно.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Так.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing.
Moon pie.
Это последнюю вот это. Пусть посмотрим, что это вообще без понятия, если честно. Там потом еще что. Еще. Что на сегодня? Мы провели по агентству.
Yes, I'm sure you have very many friends
я так
indeed, but that's not the issue. Even if you summoned
Говорю с вами.
every ibis on Heasy Island, I still don't think you'd be able to move the moon mirror. And even if you managed it, the lunar semblance within would still... Dig it out? You could, but moving the mirror would still pose a challenge, even for you. Huh? You really can summon every ibis on the island if that's what it takes? And you, on the other hand, think this plan is a joke, even if the ibis gets its entire family involved?
Па-па-ла-па-па.
Wow! Things are really kicking off over here. Looks like we've got a weasel
Ладно,
beef
пусть
and a
они
heated
это говорят,
argument
я
with a
это
bird.
пока что 3 минут.
We're plotting and scheming, to be precise. I'm told we have to get all our ducks in a row before moving forward on this job. But my co-conspirators disagree quite strongly on the best approach, and they're not exactly being diplomatic about it. Choice words have been spoken. All right, I believe you. I'm sure you do have friends in high places. Although, where did you learn to speak like that? From a short girl with a metal arm and a hat. Oh, of course you can keep talking like that so long as you enjoy it. But be sensible around her, okay? Don't copy everything she does. I'm going to have a little chat with the Traveler and Paimon now, so be good and pipe down a little.
Huh, it really did quiet down. Being able to understand animal speak is so cool. Paimon wishes she had that ability.
Trust me, Paimon, you would not enjoy it very much at all. Don't misunderstand. Nothing terrible would happen, and it doesn't drive you insane or anything like that. Although, that being said, I do sometimes find it quite overwhelming. I was overjoyed when I first discovered that I could understand animal speech, but I quickly realized that it came with a downside. This ability is always active, and I cannot control it.
Oh. Yeah, that would be a problem. And if you can't control it, that means...
Exactly. People say that listening to the bird song deep in the woods gives them a profound sense of peace and quiet that lifts their spirits. But no matter where I go, I can never find peace and quiet. When I stand in the forest, I hear the chatter of the wildcats, the rabbits, the rhyme-horned deer, the chic badgers, and the long-plume ibis. They argue loudly about who's to blame for damaging whose roost, or which part of the woods the best twigs come from.
Так, смотрите, я пока что еще... Сейчас я здесь.
Guess talking to animals isn't all it's cracked up to be. Waking up to the
Ой,
sound of
сейчас.
birds chirping
Но-
is pretty nice, but replace that chirping with bickering? And suddenly it doesn't seem so appealing.
Мы это иначе будем...
As for me, I've lived with it so long that I'm used to it now. In fact, it would probably be quite an adjustment if I woke up one day and couldn't hear the finches discussing which cup in which house makes for the best bath. Yes, plotting and scheming. Thank you for reminding me. I got a little sidetracked. Although, now that the travelers... No, just you will suffice. This job involves breaking into a storage room by undoing the seal created with the moon mirror by a previous moonchan. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be fine. Come.
Так, пошлите.
Here we are. What you see now is the moon mirror, within which the lunar semblance is sealed.
Oh, must be a pretty precious statue if they went to all this effort to steal it away. Will there be some traps inside? You know, the kind that send arrows flying out if you step in the wrong place?
Do not worry. This little one did some scouting for me ahead of time. The seal does not contain any such fatal...
Oh, nice. That's good to know. And yeah, that sounds like a job for a...
That's true. Each time I ask it for help, I have...
Huh, what a thieving little weasel. Oh wait, that tracks. But considering that it's helping you keep watch on the lunar semblance, it might need a name change. How about... Weasel Guardian!
Па-па-па.
Can't catch Paimon! Paimon can fly!
Ну да, не повезло ему.
Come on, be nice to our guests. To retrieve the lunar semblance, we need to activate pairs of mechanisms in 2 different locations. So it's a 2-person job. If you head over there and take the mechanism on that side, I'll take this side. That won't be a problem. I have eyes in the sky. It will keep me updated on where you are and which mechanism is in front of you. Don't worry. All you have to do is follow.
Так. Ну, сказано было идти наверх. Это надо вот так делать. Ну пошлите.
Time to ignite! Duh, duh.
Так, что-то я не догоняю. Ага.
A reward on the road.
Ой, блин.
Here we are. What you see now is the moon.
Oh, must be a pretty.
Do not worry. This.
В смысле? Я же это все слушал.
Oh, nice. That's good to know.
That's true. Each time I.
Huh, what a thieving little weasel. But considering how bad.
Что за прикол, а?
Can't catch Paimon.
Come on, beam. To retrieve the. If you head over there and take the mechanism on that side, I'll take this side. That won't be a problem. It will keep me updated on where you are and which mechanism. Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now. Huh? The way out has been blocked. Could you try that again? Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now.
Ну, пойдите,
The way out has been blocked. Could you try that again? Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now.
Вот так?
Wow! What Nah, they probably couldn't even get past the mirror. So, Lauma, just how valuable...
In terms of Mora? Not much, I suspect. It's crudely fashioned, and the kind of stone it's carved from is found everywhere around these parts. But to the moon chanter of that era, and to the Frost Moon scions of today, it is a priceless treasure. If nothing else, I now have concrete proof of its existence. That's enough to me. That makes this a very successful trip. Thank you for your help. I knew I had judged you correctly. The moon mirror posed no obstacle to you, and our little friend here was very impressed with your mechanism operating skills.
What is it saying, Lauma?
It says that the Traveler is the best treasure hunter it's ever seen. It wishes it could join. From now on, I'll call on you if I ever find a treasure chest I can't crack.
Okay. Bye then.
Don't worry, it won't come knocking on your window every day with a Mora coin in its jaws trying to drag you off on a treasure hunt. And it certainly won't be visiting your room in the dead of night, moaning about locks.
Uh-oh. We better make sure to lock all our doors and windows before we go to sleep tonight.
Relax. That weasel's only a child. It means no harm. It's just more talkative than most. All right, let's head back. Oh, and we still need to figure out how to get this statue back to our library. It seems like I'll need a little help from my friends, after all. Just here will do.
Oh, that all went down without much fanfare. Paimon was expecting something exciting to happen.
Well, it's just a plain old statue. A historical relic. It doesn't hold any kind... The real value lies in the stories behind it. My job is to dig those stories up, wherever they might be hiding, verify them, and then share them with the...
Cool! Well, it's a good...
Indeed. And you two have my thanks for that. Please, take these fruits and quench your thirst. And after that, forgive me, but I have another request to make of you. I apologize if this is presumptuous of me, but I've seen how well connected you are, and I've heard of your many travels into secret and forgotten place. On your future travels, if you ever come across any texts about the Frost Moon Scions, could I borrow them and make a copy with which to enrich our library? You have my sincere gratitude. On behalf of the Frost Moon...
Oh, boy. That was some seriously
These animals have lived their whole lives in this forest. Now, this one says to eat as much as you wish, because it's the top fruit.
Awesome! Thanks so much!
Что? Почти огромное приключение. Приключение возрастает при входе предметов исследования можно использовать для... Подожди, то есть это еще его чем мы могу делать, да? Всего 5 наград. Компас. Он, во. Награда. Ух, пойти, 100. 200. 250. Слушай, неплохо. Ведь я думал, что это которые вот здесь. Так. Стоп, чего пойти? Стоп. Новое задание лунного хранителя станет доступным через 5 дней. В смысле, подождите? То есть вы хотите сказать, что я в нас 5 дней должен сходить, чтобы сделать это задание? Нет. Да ну. Пошлите.
Nothing's going right lately. Is a good night's sleep too much to ask for?
There, I know. If nothing is going right, then nothing is the problem. And if nothing is the problem, everything is going to be all right.
You really think so? You know, Inefa, you've gotten a lot better at comforting people since you went away. I bet it's the Traveler's influence.
I could not say, but thank you. Please get some rest. I will inspect these sorting robots for you.
I'm gonna give each one a hit on the head with my wrench. I gotta see for myself which one is going haywire. Oh, Traveler! Paimon! It's you! Hi, Aino! Hi, Inefa! It feels like it's been ages since I last saw you two. But anyway, seeing you makes me feel a bit better.
I know. It appears my analysis was correct.
Huh?
You were getting upset over nothing, but now that the Traveler and Paimon are here, your mood has improved. Conclusion. Everything is going to be all right.
Huh! Well, I can't fault that logic. Oh, what's the matter, Aino? You can tell us. Whatever's going on. Oh, it's nothing major. People keep getting into fights around here, and last night they crashed right into my workshop. All the clinking and clanking makes it hard to sleep. Oh, sounds like the Clink Clank from Kage Craft Shop is living up to its name.
Do not be alarmed. It's a group of treasure
hoarders? Dipping into the Vatui's? Sorry. Again. Not the point. What matters is, disturbing people in the middle of the night is Yeah, before Inefa came back, all I could do was hide in the...
I already cleared them out last night.
You're the best, Inefa. Wow. So, problem solved, right? Well, the sleeping problem is solved, but Now there's an issue with my prospector bots. They're supposed to sort out the useful treasure. Nice! Sounds impressive. No, not impressive. There's a traitor among them.
Correct. The sorting bots delivered several items of no utility this morning. The ratio of useful to non-useful items suggests that one of the bots has malfunctioned.
My bots don't just break down for no reason. You know what I think? It was sabotage. And we'll find them. Yeah! But first, I need to figure out how are you going to do that? By staring him down. Okay, so I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'll just drag them into a small room. Whoa! How's that fair? Two of them are just hard-working little bots. Okay then. Ahem. All right, listen up, you three. One of you, what are we gonna do again? We'll let you off, but just this once. You stared them down all right, traveler. Notice anything off? Come on! It's clearly the one on the right! Yep, that's it! What did I say? A little psychological pressure does the trick. Come on, help me catch him. Do you need to check him over?
Analyzing exterior. No anomalies detected. The probability of
Huh. Must be the processor then. Let me open him up and have a look. Uh-oh! He's on the run again! Catch him!
Ловите его. Слушайте, это неплохое побочное задание.
What? Is that him? How did he get so big?
No, those are scrap sorting bots. It appears he can still connect to them.
Okay, well now I'm getting curious. There's more going on, but we need to catch him first. Try sucking him out.
Ух ты, ему превращаться. Сейчас, стоп. Сходите. Еще? А как же он... А. Понял.
Finally,
Уже.
we caught him. Man, what is going on with this bot? Wouldn't you like to know? Huh? You can talk? No, it's not possible. I mean, my prospector bots do have a voice function, but there's no way they have awareness like a Nepha. Their cores aren't even a fraction as advanced as hers. But it seems like he can communicate. relocate. Could his core have been upgraded or something?
Can you mind your own business?
Jeez, why is this bot so aggressive? It's like we're the ones being interrogated.
Oh, just you wait. If you don't get out of my sight, I'll round you all up and send you straight to the Fortress of Marrowseed.
The Fortress of Marrowseed? What kind of place is that?
What is it again? Marrowpeed. Yeah, that seems right. Would you stop with the personal questions? So intrusive. Leave a girl alone.
Whoa! What do you mean, girl? You're a junk sorting robot.
I'm a girl.
Я девушка.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened, but something is definitely wrong here. This isn't the prospector bot I know, that's for sure. Well, guess the only way to find out is to open you up and see what's going on.
Don't come any closer! Somebody help!
It's okay. I'm a girl, too.
That doesn't change anything!
Apologies, Traveler in Paimon. Aino prefers to devote her full focus to solving problems. I believe she needs some time to get to the bottom of this issue. Perhaps it would be best to follow up tomorrow.
То есть я могу общаться в любой момент? Класс. Так. Ладно, давайте на этом все. Пока что мы потом вечером запустим и пойдем в этот. Побегаем, как его, в осок. Поэтому всем пока.